Hey up everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this one I'm going to be showing you how I do this Schnauzer in charcoal pencils. I'm going to be using black and white charcoal on toned grey paper, and all the supplies I'm using will be listed in description. And you can see the reference photo up in the top left, and the ear were actually chopped off in photo, so I had to sort of make up some ear based on other photos that I was sent to this dog. You can see I've already done one dog on left, and that's now completed, so you can get an idea of what it looks like. And I know the reference picture is currently obscuring it, but I did leave it for a couple of seconds right at the beginning of the video before I put the reference picture on, and then you can see what it looks like. I'll also show it again at the end of the video when this one's completed. And you can see I've started off with white charcoal pencil, and I'm just putting in some hair where it's white basically. I always like to add the whites first because it stops me from being tempted to put any darks there when I start adding them in. I don't try to make the hair strands exactly the same as reference, but I try to keep them reasonably similar, especially since this is a commission. Dogs like this with messy hair, the hair shafts and strands are never going to be exactly the same anyway. They're always going to be slightly different. So yeah, just pay attention to the direction that the hairs are laying in, and any clumps that might start off a little bit broader at top and then come down into a point. And also any hairs that are crossing over each other, like on brows and on muzzle. There's quite a lot of that going on here. And once you've added all your white areas, you can then come in with black and basically do the same thing with that as what you did with your white. Add a little bit more black where the areas on dog are really dark, and then go a little bit easier on it with the dog's like more grey tones and lighter in between tones, but that's still darker than paper itself. Now that I've finished putting all blacks in, I just come in with blending stump and I just start to blend all that together. The idea is that I cover all the paper that's still showing through and smoothen things out a little bit. I have a blending stump that I use for the blacks, and then I often come in later with another one to blend the white areas. And this is all about creating like an underlayer, so just really go like thorough on just blending everything in to create a nice undercoat for what's going to come on top. So once it's all blended, I'm going to come back in with black pencil, because when you blend it, it lightens it. The darkness of it gets lighted and muted. So I come back in with black, and I'm really going to push them darks now on this second layer. So parts at ears, around eyes, end at muzzle and nose, and parts at neck, I'll be needing some extra darks pushing. Also noticed that the client asked me not to draw the bow that were around the dog's neck, so that will be left out as well in drawing. So now that I've added on this extra blacks, I'm just going to come back in with blending stump and blend it again, but I'm not going to go as heavy-handed on it this time, and just soften it a little bit so it don't look harsh and contrasty. I also don't want to mute it down again and make it too light like the first layer, so I want to keep it as dark as possible. So again, I don't want to blend it too much this time. And this time I'm also going to come in with the other blending stump for white areas and blend that and get it all prepared for me adding the final details with white charcoal pencil. So for the final layer I come back in with the white charcoal pencil, and now I'm going to add all the hair texture and what have you, and all the highlights. And just be careful not to cover up all your work underneath. Even on them white areas there will still be some of these slightly darker underlayers left showing, so that the highlights basically stand out against them, and that's what gives the appearance of more depth. There will still also be some going on the darker areas, because obviously you need a base layer that's darker, and then you work up in tone a little bit with that white pencil. So there's sort of like grey areas rather than black. Just bear in mind that the phone footage always looks a little bit more contrasty than actual in real life, the drawing in real life, so it does look a little bit more contrasty than reference photo as well. So now I'm going to come back in with the black pencil, and I just want to push some darks again, and also add a few clumps and airs that are dark, but they overlap areas that are paler, so really they need to be drawn on last. And then just some other refining and touching up and what have you, and then I'll come back in with the blending stump and soften that, because it can look a little bit like harsh. And then I'll just be switching between black and white, just touching things up, adding little details, refining things where needed. You might see me come in with a couple of other kinds of pencils. The grey one is just a grey charcoal pencil from my coloured charcoal pencil set. And you don't actually need one of them if you've not got one. You can manage with art. And the white one is a pastel pencil just to do some really bright highlights. But again, you don't necessarily need one of them. I've just used it because I've got it. And most drawings that you've seen, I've not used anything like that on them myself. So in other words, just use what you've got. I mean, that's my motto. Just do what works and what you've got available to you. And you can still use these videos for general techniques. You certainly don't have to be a slave to exactly how I do everything. It's just to give ideas, basically. anyway, I'm just coming to end of this now, and then it'll be completed and I'll show you the full drawing right at end. But I hope you found the video helpful and got some tips and tricks from it, because that's the main point of these videos, not to just follow everything like a slave. I mean, these are private commissions anyway, so they're not really draw-alongs. It's just showing you how I do these kinds of air textures and what have you. So I'm always trying to think of subjects where they've got different kinds of fur and that going on, so you can see videos showing how to do different things. But anyway, that'll be it for now for this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!